If you seriously want to improve your golf game, this is the way you have to do it. Whether you're a professional, whether you're a low handicap golfer, whether you're a mid handicap, whether you're a really, really high handicap, whether you're just beginner, you have to adhere to what we're going to say today, because this is really, really important to make sure we get the most satisfaction out of this game. In other words, striking the ball as sweetly as we possibly can be. There's so many different ways that we discussed before of doing this. But for me here today, there is a few elements that we need to try and do to really, really strike in that ball as sweetly as we possibly could do. Before we start, don't forget, hit that link below to my website with more details about how to sign up for lessons with myself here at Wilbury Park Golf Club. Join that waiting list. Now, so important that we do this in the golf swing before we've even taken that club back. It's how we set up that's so important. That really does get the golf swing moving. Because if we don't set up in the right position, if our body's in a position that it doesn't need to be in or want to be in, then the golf club's going to be in a position it doesn't want to be and need to be in. So it's really important we adhere to these couple of things that I'm going to give to you today to make sure that you're setting up right to give you the best chance you can of hitting that golf ball as sweetly as you possibly can do. Number one, with an iron. This goes for all iron shots, by the way. I really hasten to add that. This goes for all iron shots. So don't listen to this with driver. This is purely for iron shots, okay? What I want you to do with the iron, first of all, ball position. Now, so many different stories written about ball position. Should it be slightly forward of center? Should it be in the center? Should it be right of center? For me, I like to keep things ultra simple. For every iron, whether it's 3 iron, 4 iron, 5 iron, 8 iron, 9 iron, put it in the middle of the stance, okay? Don't go, oh, I've got to put 9 iron just slightly further back or 5 iron slightly further forward. Just put it in the middle. You almost can't go wrong when it's ball in the middle, because we want to have a slightly descending blow into that golf ball. And the best way of doing that is by putting it more in the middle. Too far back, we risk hitting too much down. Too far forward, we risk hitting too much up on that ball. So we almost can't go wrong with that ball more in the middle of the stance. Plus, I don't want you to stand over the golf ball fretting about a degree or a couple of millimeters either side, whether it's too far back or too far forward. We need to get over that golf ball with a nice clear mind. So first things first, with an iron, any iron, put that ball much more in the middle of your stance. Point number 2, I want you to make sure those shoulders are just slightly tilted. Okay, so in other words, because we grip the golf club, most of us, for right-hand golfers, the right hand below the left, that means the right shoulder is going to hang slightly lower than your left shoulder. But what we don't want to do is really massively manipulate it. And I've seen a lot of people, because they try and feel like they help the ball up in the air. The problem is their right shoulder is so low to the ground that it makes it really difficult to get that club to the ground where it should be. Okay, golf ball's here, but if our right shoulder's too low, look at where we're going to hit the ground, way before. And we don't want that to happen. To really get rid of that really heavy one, or even toppy one if our club doesn't quite reach the ground, we have to make sure that our shoulders are just slightly tilted. That left shoulder just slightly above the right shoulder, because that will give us the best chance of getting that club to the ground, because the shoulders have to rotate through, and that gets the club to the ground where it should be. Look, my club is contact to the ground slightly in front. It's definitely not behind that golf ball. So 2 things, ball in the middle, have the shoulders slightly tilted, left shoulder slightly higher than the right, and just swing away. And just adhering to these 2 little elements right here, ball in the middle, left shoulder a fraction higher, my word, your golf will go absolutely through the roof, especially your iron play.